What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're playing Quintorius Kand, which is a new planeswalker from the new set. It is a 5 mana, 3 and Boros, comes down with 4 loyalty, a legendary planeswalker with a static ability. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, Quintorius Kand deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. So right away that's a great static ability. So as you probably guessed, we filled the deck with lots of instant sorcery so we could take advantage of that. But Quintorius Kand is also kind of an interesting planeswalker in the sense that the +1 gives you creatures. So you have this great static ability paired with a +1 that gives you a 3/2 spirit. Normally, planeswalkers have a hard time defending themselves, which makes them vulnerable. But Quintorius Kand, wants you to cast instants and sorceries, so you're going to want to pack your deck full of like removal and damage spells and things like that, which would already protect Quintorius Kand, but then you can also slam them down and make a 3/2 right away. If the situation's right, you could also -3 and discover 4. Discover is, you can see it over there on the right, it's essentially Cascade. I won't read the whole thing, but it essentially works like Cascade. And then the ultimate, -6, is exile any number of target cards from your graveyard, add red mana for each card exiled. This way, you may play those cards this turn. So, if you play those cards, since they're from exile, you get to do 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life for each of those, plus all the red mana that you get. We're not going to probably ultimate Quintorius Kand that much, but if we do get to the ultimate, it's really powerful, so that can be a finisher in its own right. But like I was mentioning, the deck is filled with instants and sorceries. I think we have 26 total, so most of the deck is instants and sorceries, and then we have support cards that back it up, like ramp, right? Solemn's always solid, the One Ring. Nice thing about this deck is we're going to be getting a lot of life. So the One Ring we don't have to worry about killing ourselves with the One Ring like we do with some other decks. Just general support cards to make treasures and add mana. Urabrask is another one. Not that Urabrask, where's the other Urabrask? Hello, Urabrask? There's another Urabrask in here. There it is. The 4 mana Urabrask, same kind of concept. Add red mana every time you cast instants and sorceries. So again, instants and sorceries. This is basically a Boros control deck. And we have a bunch of board wipes as well, because we really want to have Kand stay on the battlefield, and we're okay with blowing up our own stuff to have that happen. Mana base is the mana base. There are some spell, like dual lands, that I can't see right now, but the ones you would expect. And that's the deck. So let's see if we can make Boros control with this new planeswalker work in Historic Brawl. Yep. I don't know what I changed, but I would like to save it. It always defaults back to Explorer for some reason. Brawl, Historic Brawl, Kand. So the ideal hand we're looking for here is one with both our colors, maybe a ramp piece, and removal of some kind, maybe a board wipe. We basically want to clear the way for Quintorius to come down. Okay, so we have all our colors. We have a type of removal. This is really good against this deck. We can play this and neutralize their commander. They're mono red, so they have no way of getting rid of enchantments. This is a card draw piece, essentially. This is a ramp piece. This is a counter spell. I think this is good against this deck. We'll see how it plays out. This card is definitely great against this deck, so let's go from there. Now they could have a, it is red, so they could just have a damage spell, so they could blow up their own creature, but I guess we're okay with them doing that. Let's play the tap land. We'll go red mana next. Yep, makes sense. Kind of what we expected. So now this creature has no abilities. So if they built a dwarf tribal deck, the whole deck is turned off. Yeah, it does nothing. So let's just ramp. We have no pressure on the board, so let's just get our ramp piece down. Let's wait to deploy that. Because this only allows us to exile the top card and play it the same turn. So if we exile a land or something, we don't get the value off exiling it. I played this card a lot in Pauper, so I'm pretty wary of the downfalls of it. Okay. Vehicle. Did not expect a vehicle, but they can't crew it. So we'll pass. My turn. There is no pressure on the board. Absolutely none. So I'm tempted to just slam Quintorius here. And because we could slam it and make a 3/2. So does it have trample? No? Yeah, I think that's what we do. They're tapped out. The larger this number gets, the harder it is for them to do direct damage to it to get rid of it. They're gonna have to, you know, fire off multiple spells to do 5 damage. Okay, doubles treasures. It can crew this as well. This is a 4/4. That's fine. It doesn't have trample. We can just make another 3/2 next turn. So this is ramp, I guess. We could have just not blocked there, and then gone down to 1 and then plussed again and had 2 blockers. But okay. So next turn. Okay, we have 6 mana. I think what we do here is we plus Ugin.
I know more than you could learn in 1,000 lifetimes.
We could get rid of Zorn here because it's the only thing allowing them to crew this. But then they have the ability to put a haste creature down and attack. Let's just make a blocker, actually. Because if it gets destroyed, then we get the card, right? And it makes it hard for them to... Now they have to deal with both of these. We can't blow this up because it's colorless. This only allows us to blow up colored permanents. But we can block with this and get Realm Cloak Giant. We could block with both and destroy it. Gives us options. Okay. Would you like to crew your vehicle? Looks like you're running low on lands. They're not going to attack. Alright. We could -6, but it does absolutely nothing. We could -3. Let's rediscover. Exile cards on the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 4 or less. You may cast it this turn without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom. Okay, so it's basically Cascade, except we have the option to put it in our hand. Kind of interesting. Showdown of the Skull gives us tremendous card advantage. Destroy target artifact. Do we have enough to do both here? We do. So we could... do this. We can make 2 more blockers with each of these. And we can blow up their vehicle if we want. So we found a land. We could rip apart their vehicle, since we lose these anyway. We lose 2 life, but then we gain 2 life. We will plus. And, you know, I think I'm gonna minus here. Because I have a big enough board state. And no attacks. I think we're sitting pretty comfy. We're at 21 life. We got a nice board state. We can make some angels. I think, yeah, if we do this, I think 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, we can make some angels next turn, play this tapped. Okay, they're going to draw some cards, make some treasures. I think Rip Apart's the only card in our graveyard right now. Oh yeah, Ugin's static lets us cast colorless spells for 2 less, that's why this costs 1. So what do we do here? I think we just... This counts as a sorcery too, so it activates his ability. Target creature. Let's make this into a 4/3. Make some angels. Play this land. Next, all attack because they're indestructible. They can block with Magda, but I think we're way far ahead that Magda doesn't matter anymore. They gotta start worrying about their life total. Plus here. Let's keep plussing. It's tempting to discover, but I mean, look at our board state. Like, they have to defend this somehow. So next turn we can do 8. 8, 11, 13, 16. Yeah, we have more than lethal. I think 18, 22. 8 of it's flying. So now we're dictating what they do. They have to have some kind of board wipe. Which, you know, mono red does, but they'd have to have a very specific one. And it would only blow up these 4, not these ones. Okay. Yep. GG. Cool. Like I said, very powerful planeswalker. The ability to make a creature is very good on a planeswalker because it has the ability, especially with the +1. Usually making creatures like a minus ability on a planeswalker, but the ability to plus make a creature is extremely, extremely good. Let's see who our next opponent is. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Trying to grow my community. Put up lots of historic Brawl content. This should be an interesting matchup. Nicol Bolas. Nicol Bolas. This is good against Bolas. This is also probably good, but we need a way to get rid of this creature. We have access to all our mana, and we do go first. But man, this is maybe we can draw out of it with the 1 ring. This is good against them, though. So let's play this Plains and pass. That's an okay spell. Does it target any spell? Yeah, counter target spell. Okay. Okay, pass. We'll use Shire Terrace to go get a mountain. Okay. They only have red mana right now. There's their blue mana. Okay, nice. Drew a land. There's stick, so they got something. Would you like to blow up my Reidane? Let's ramp. There is no board presence from the opponent. They probably have a counter spell. I guess they don't have a counter spell, or they decided that they didn't want to get rid of this. Maybe they want to Field of Ruin my Faceless Haven? Sure. So what do we want? Double white or double red? I think we want double white. Because we have a lot of, well, no, let's get red because our hand is mostly red spells, and the spells that are going to be effective against this opponent are the red ones. Even though we're making treasures, but normally, if it was like a creature deck, I'd get double white, because all our board wipes are double white or more. But against this opponent, it's a control deck. So we want most of our red mana for red spells. Like, we want to be able to double spell these. Okay, so they go get a swamp. No, we're not going to do that. So they could play their guy this turn. We can Tybalt's Trickery it if we want. Elspeth's Nightmare. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. I don't think so. This shuts down a lot of their deck. Maybe they have a Spell Pierce. Let's see what comes out of their deck. Murderous Rider. Ha! Okay, same thing. It's alright. I think this means we get down Khan next turn, though, so that's good. We'll pay the 2 life in case they have a counter that asks us to pay mana. Now, if it's Spell Pierce, we're screwed, but... no counter. They have Opt. So we get to exile the top 3 cards of their library, and we can cast them next turn. So that's kind of exciting. We can do evil things to the evil Grixis deck. Do you have Planeswalker removal? I'm gonna laugh really hard if I exile a Nicol Bolas. No, so they can return this to my hand if they want. Or they can return my token to my hand, which would be the play. Yeah. This is the least important right now.
Your heroics are but a dream to me.
Teferi's Time Twist? Liliana Dreadhorde General? Oh, that would have been so cool if we could have played it this turn. However, these get exiled, so... I think we have until this turn to play them. I think we play the One Ring, because they're tapped out. We gain protection from everything. Let's make a 3/2. We could do this and get the trigger off Quintorius. It's probably good. I mean, it takes cards out of their deck. Choose one of them. Looks like this. It's a land drop for us. They're gonna make a creature.
Terror lurks among us.
Tezzeret? I don't remember what this Tezzeret does.
Do not get in my way.
Okay, I guess it ramps
A
you.
valuable addition.
Vanquish the Horde. Not great in this matchup. Let's draw some cards. Do we have... I guess this is a colorless source. You have a counterspell? We already played our land drop. I forgot about that. It's okay, we'll set up for next turn. We could also discover here. This is another planeswalker that has a plus ability to make creatures, so it's pretty good. Okay. This exiles cards off the top of our library, but we're going to do it anyway to make them block with their creature. What'd they get? That's okay, we didn't need those. Those were dead draws. Yep. Let's keep the pressure on. And go from there. If they bounce it again, we can vanquish, get rid of Vanquish the Horde. Or this Plains, we don't really need it. They're gonna Heartless Act. Okay. Opponent's falling behind on mana a little bit. Discard a card. Okay. Well, you know what? No, I think we discard you. No. You. We'll draw more lands with the One Ring. Yep, take action. Forgot about that sorcery. Pretty good.
My kin are delightfully friendly. Power obeys the powerful.
Field of Ruin. Do we care about any of their lands? Okay, we just lose that. That's alright. Urabrask. Play Quintorius again. I'm assuming they have no other way to get rid of it since they played this spell. Just set up a little bit. It's not great setup, but it also makes Vanquish the Horde cheaper to cast. If we decide to go that route, if they play Nicol Bolas, we should probably just Vanquish the Horde. It's just too powerful. If they flip the Planeswalker side, we basically lose. It's just too powerful.
Your end is near.
And this deck doesn't have like great answers to Planeswalkers, so we're already a little bit behind. Yep. Oh, I forgot about that effect. Never mind. I forgot that it makes you discard. Oh, that's brutal. I think that's GG. I think that's GG. That was a good play. I didn't even think about that. But, you know, there's nothing we could have done to stop that from happening, so it is what it is. I mean, I guess we could have kept the cards in hand, but then we were just doing nothing next turn. I mean, that's not really doing anything either. No blocks. We'll just take the damage. It's a good card. I don't really know what the biggest threat is, but we can do 6, and we can do you and you, and we'll do 6 here and 6 here. Well, they're tapped out, so do we... Yeah. Yeah. We have to do it like this.
Do not make me angry.
Wasn't this supposed to do 12? Doesn't it say if it's 6 or more, it does twice X damage? Oh, divided as you... Oh my god, read the cards. I could have... Well, actually, I didn't have the mana, but I could have divided it up and killed both. Yeah, I think that's GG. I just punted super hard right there. It's okay. We were on a slippery slope with that game anyway. I think once they got rid of our One Ring, we were out of that game, to be honest. That was our best source of card draw, and we were going to be able to keep up with them, theoretically, if we kept the One Ring on the battlefield. But once they removed it, I mean, Boros just doesn't have great ways to draw lots of cards like that. Another Grixis deck, but I don't know Goro and Satoru. Whenever one or more creatures you control that enter the battlefield this turn deal combat damage to a player, create a 5/5. Creatures you control gain haste. So it's a Grixis creature deck where all the creatures have haste. Or this gives them haste. That's pretty incredible. That's a tough one. So, but they have to deal combat damage. So we have 2 blockers. And we can keep making blockers with Quintorius. But this is a 3 mana spell. So what are we doing? Turn 1, 2, and then turn, because they go first, so turn 3 that comes down. Then, if they have a haste creature, no, they can't do that. So we'd have until turn 4. So then what are we doing turn 4? Yeah, I mean, this hand is good, but it doesn't stop what they're going to do. And they're going to make a ton of 5/5s. But it could be good. Let's risk it. We'll see what we draw. That's a decent draw, but it's far away. We'll take it, because I think ramping into big effects like Ugin is one way out of this. So we can Mountain and Ornithopter, because we have no other... Oh no, we would have another play. We could do this, and then Unlucky Witness to get a blocker. It also gives us cards if it dies. They have all their colors. So they have enough to play Goro and a 1 mana haster. This is good. We could hold this up, so let's make sure we don't mess that up. We'll play you. And we will pass. It says deals combat damage, right? Deal combat damage, yeah. Dreadhorde Butcher, okay. Pass. Okay. This is whenever it deals combat damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it, right? So if this deals combat damage to me, they don't get a 5/5. But if this does, they do. Pass. Let's just get rid of this, because it's a pretty big problem. They don't make a 5/5. We get to ramp. They're in combat, so we can destroy their artifact. And unless they have instant speed something, they lose the mana. Okay. Let's play the... because we're going to lose these this turn, right? Your next end step, yeah. So we could play this and then play a mountain, but... and this is continual card advantage, but I think them creating 5/5s is such a big deal. If we play a mountain, we have 5 mana, we can do Quintorius and put up a blocker. I think that's better. Because now instead of attacking me, they're going to have to attack Quintorius, and that does not trigger their commander. Now they may have removal, they're in Grixis, but I'm assuming it's all creatures. That's a good creature, but they can't give it haste. And if they attack Quintorius, I don't care. No blocks. Draw. Resolve. Sheoldred's a problem, but we're going to be gaining I forgot to put Snowlands in this deck. Faceless Haven doesn't do anything. It's so funny. I'll have to change that in the next game. We can play Ugin. We can blow up Shieldred.
Are the seeds of disaster.
Do you have a way to save it? Okay, that's fine. I just wanted it dead. And then we can create another 3/2. And we can play Ornithopter for free because of Ugin. No attacks. Now, they have to be willing to let Goro die. Create a 2/1 with Trample. Okay, well, that's an easy block. And that's an easy block. Again, see now, their game plan has gone sideways because they're attacking my planeswalkers and they're not attacking my face. But we can just make endless blockers with these two planeswalkers.
Truth
Ooh, that's a good card.
Beyond vision.
If an opponent lost life. I think we just cast this for its actual cost so we can get some more cards. This is until our next turn, right? End of your next turn. Yep. So we can cast Amelia's Call for the Angels next turn. So let's pass. Gain some life. That's a great card. Thankfully, we do have artifact removal in our deck, so we can eventually get rid of that, but that is a good card. So if they attack all, we can't block everything. Okay, 1/1. 2/1. 3/4. Pass. Well, we definitely want this to die. So we'll block like that. This is attacking him. So we'll double block there. Again, remember we're going to make 2 4/4s next turn. So they want to keep their commander alive. Okay. Not with me. Again, we can make 2 more creatures next turn. Resolve all. Let's... Oh, we could proliferate. I forgot that you could do that with this card. Let's draw a card. Our life total's not really at risk right now. It's pretty good. Hopefully they don't have the Planeswalker... This, always forget the name of it, but the Planeswalker artifact that turns them off. That would be rough. Rough right now. This is pretty good on the artifact side. You can prevent 1 of the damage that they do. This turns off their commander. We can... Oh, that's a great draw. Okay, so we're definitely doing this.
The fabric of the multiverse.
We're definitely doing this. We we're gonna lose this, so we should play this. Is that all our mana? It is, but we can tap it in a way where we can still rip apart their Urabrask Forge. Or do that. I really don't want to lose this. But these other plays are just so much better. We have to get rid of this. This is... Because we can proliferate at instant speed. This is a tough call. I really wanted the 4/4s. I guess if we make the 4/4s, then what? They have 4 creatures next turn. Maybe a 5th. It's not great. But then we can block with the 4/4s. Because we have 4 creatures. So they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Okay, well... Sorry, Amiria's call. I just think that this is the better play. And I think doing this on this guy is good. And then we can play you. And unfortunately we lose Amiria's call, but this sets them back pretty far. Grixis doesn't have a lot of answers to enchantments. That was my other line of thinking that I didn't say out loud. Okay, well I'm really glad I played the flyer. Pass. Okay. Attack my face. Create a treasure. This would make a 5/5. What does this do? It's pretty good. You do it like this and like this. Because we can put this on this creature. I think that's how we do it. We keep them from making a 5/5. Let's see what else they do. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're at the point where we could crack Mind Stone, and it's not a big deal. Okay. Well, we're definitely plussing.
Ether itself.
We're plussing here. We're not quite at this point yet, but we can do this. Resolve. Make a treasure. And then if we need to, we can fragment reality their commander. And we can proliferate on our turn as well. They have all their colors, so yeah, I mean, they only have 2 cards in hand, so let's see what they can do. Wayfarer's Bauble is not really helpful. So it can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. I don't know if this is an activated ability. I think it's a triggered ability. They're going to exile the top 2 cards of my library. Okay. land. I mean, it's a good land. I don't know if they're going to want to play stuff at flash speed. Nickel Bolas? Artifact creature or enchantment? Artifact creature or enchantment. Okay. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay.
Remake the multiverse.
They all, this is the most annoying planeswalker on the planet. It has all the abilities of all my other planeswalkers. Let's see what they do. That's not what I would have done. Yeah, sure, you got it.
Suffer for your cause.
Take action. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay. We can proliferate so that we can destroy Bolas. That's all we care about. And let's just demolition field this guy. See if they have any basics left. We need more white mana. Okay, they get a blue source. Yep. Seems about right. Get rid of you.
I can create or destroy.
Play you. Create a 3/2. Sure. We might be able to cast this, we might not. Just a land. So, nope. And then we will pass. They're going to draw some cards. Makes sense. They're tapping the two creatures I can't do anything anyway. We do have to be careful of our life total, but if we get some instants and sorceries with Kand on the field, we should be fine. We just need the card advantage. If we draw any of our card advantage spells, we're alright. They're going to destroy all planeswalkers. That's pretty good. But we still have our board state. I think Ugin's done enough work. Yeah, that's fine. They get to return... Oh, my heart sank because I thought they were going to turn Bolas. But they just returned this Dreadhorde Butcher. That's fine. I guess they don't have enough snow to do that. Pass. Interesting attack. I mean, sure. And they can use the damage to ping another one of my creatures. But Now they have a board with no creatures. That's not it either. So I can just replay Quintorius. No, I don't want to take any more life, so we will pass. Okay. Now they have a 1/1 that... I don't remember if cowards can attack. I don't think they can. Okay. It has haste. Would you like to attack with it? I have no problem killing your commander over and over again. If we proliferate, can we -6 and do anything good? So we got Abrade, light up the stage, rip apart, fragment reality. This is an enchantment, so rip apart would be good for that. Proliferate is 3 life. I think we'll just keep plussing him. They have nothing else to do. I don't think... yeah. My turn. That's a good card. So we'll just keep making blockers. This is gonna be a 4/4 with flying and haste. So we either have the ability to ultimate... well, I guess I already plus, so never mind. Never mind. But it's not gonna kill Quintorius, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just play out our hand here. We can proliferate Quintorius if we need to. This 4/4 is actually more of a threat to our life total than to our Planeswalker, but they may make the mistake of attacking the Planeswalker. It's a trap. Create a treasure, sure. Pass. Pass. I could proliferate, but I'm just not. I just... Post-combat commander. Huh. I'm too afraid of our life total. If we could draw some freaking cards, that would be super cool, deck. We're so close to being in this game. This is good if we can survive till next turn. This can make us a 2/2. Hold on, let's crack this. See what we get. This is... this is good, but it's... not exactly what we're looking for. I guess we'll play the 3/3 side, just as a blocker. They're going to be able to kill Quintorius next turn, so I'm not going to waste life on proliferating it. Okay. Doesn't do much because all the creatures have haste already. If we draw like a board wipe, we are so far ahead in this game. So this is now a 2/2 that can't attack, right? Okay. I don't think cowards can attack, but I'm not 100% sure. It can attack. Okay. Create a treasure. Uh-huh. Pass. So... we will kill their commander again. We will do this. This still has no abilities. And we'll let Quintorius die. Okay. Take action. I think we still have enough to play it, right? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. They're gonna untap this during combat. Is it both combats? Each combat, yep. Oh my god, deck. Deck. I'm starting to think I need to do the Discover 4 part of this card. But, yeah. Well, I feel like if I play this again, they're going to want to attack it, right? And that might bide us enough time. Okay. It's too bad we have, like, no source of card advantage because we're in such a good spot. I mean, we do, but I'm afraid to use it because our life total is so low. Maybe I'll use it this next turn. I don't know. Yeah, you can untap it. I'm not going to attack anytime soon. Would you like to replay your commander? Sure. They might feel like they have to, just to keep the pressure on us, but I'm just going to keep killing it. They're going to attack me. Okay. That's a good play for them. That means I can't draw with this. Right? Because I go down... because then I just die next turn. Because I had to pay 4, so I go down to 3. I'd have to draw an instant or sorcery. So I guess we'll see what we draw. Oh. No, don't go away. We were just about to start having fun. Did they know what I drew? Like, what? Okay, so we would have attacked all, blown everything up. Their commander would have cost an insane amount. We would have kept Quintorius and plussed it, had a blocker. Yeah, I mean, from there we're doing okay. We would have gained 2 life. I would have felt comfortable drawing a card again. I don't know why. I think the opponent just got, like, bored or something, but I was close to death if I didn't draw the right cards. If I drew like a land there, I mean, I'm 2 turns away from being dead. So I don't know why the opponent scooped. But that was a grind. I really like this commander though. I am not a big Boros fan, but I'm digging this Boros control shell. It's really kind of fun. Yeah, we'll crack a pack. Why not? If you like the games, go ahead and subscribe. Alright, I'll read these later. Let's check the deck, go back over it. see how we feel about it. I think, you know, I think the deck is, for what it is, you know, Boros control, I think it's pretty good. I think there's a couple card slots that could be traded out. You know, if you want to maybe go in a more focused direction, like, you know, Kand, the win con of Kand is kind of like dealing damage to your opponents, so maybe you do like damage doublers and so you focus more on the damage side of things, or maybe you go the other way and you focus on the life gain side and you know, like go for like Aetherflux Reservoir wins. You could do that too. Again, I always kind of make my decks a blend of things so that I can react to different types of opponents, but there definitely is room to make this deck more focused in a specific way. But you know, the overall idea of the deck of like keeping the board clear, putting down Quintorius, having a 3/2 every time you plus is just really powerful. So if you liked the video, please subscribe, like it, leave a comment. How would you build the deck? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.